I've travelled to Sheffield in South Yorkshire to one of the world's oldest steelmakers. Sheffield Forgemasters is at number 58 in the top 100 apprenticeship employers and has been producing steel on a large site in North Sheffield for over 200 years. I'm here to meet 3 apprentices who've recently started their careers at the company.
I'm Peter Bates and I'm an apprentice metallurgist in the forge. I've always had an interest in engineering, so when I left school I went to Sheffield College and studied engineering level 3 BTEC, and then I thought, where's the best place to take my passion for engineering? Everyone in Sheffield knows the steel industry, and if you say steel to someone from Sheffield, they'll think of Forgemasters first.
Peter ruled out doing a conventional degree after college.
I decided not to go to university for the debt, and obviously when you leave university there's not a guarantee you're going to go straight into a job, whereas doing an apprenticeship, it's the free degree, 3 years work experience, and it's a guaranteed job for me when I finish.
Peter is in the first year of his materials science technologist degree apprenticeship and is alternating between working on site and studying at Sheffield Hallam University.
I've just been getting to grips with how everything works at Sheffield Forgemasters, all the processes, all our customers, all the things we produce. And as you're aware, there's over 500 people who work here, so meeting a lot of new faces.
So what does a metallurgist do?
Metallurgy is basically the study of metals. Customers, when they require a certain product with a certain properties, you need to make sure that metal goes through the correct treatment to meet those properties in terms of toughness, strength, grain size. Obviously it's a lot to take on a full-time job and a degree at the same time, but I feel like at work they've given me the right balance between spending time on my job tasks and then also studying as well.
I'm Owen Story and I'm an apprentice IT technician. I didn't really want to go to college, didn't like the aspect of learning like that, I wanted to be more hands-on. One day, went into the careers office, spoke to them, they landed this interview.
Owen's family were impressed that he was starting an apprenticeship at the company.
I thought I were a pop star, they're like, you work in there? The history of the place is quite phenomenal. Being locally famous just makes that experience that bit better walking in every day. It's quite a large site, all 7 steel processors are all on one site, which is very rare. You have your melt shop, then it goes off to the foundry or the forge. You're in this building today, work rolls, which is where obviously we do our rolls and where they go off for either paper or metal.
Owen is now halfway through his level 3 IT technician apprenticeship.
I'm based mainly on the service desk. So I'll be taking calls, logging calls, obviously dealing with problems as small as I need a new keyboard and mouse all the way up to there might be a network outage. I do 4 days working, 1 day at college on a Wednesday. At college we learn basics of networking, how to function on help desks and how we can troubleshoot stuff.
My name is Bradley Smith and I'm an apprentice product design and development engineer in the R&D department at Sheffield Forgemasters.
Bradley is in the final year of his 5-year degree apprenticeship.
I'm mainly a design person, but I also do simulation. For example, all these work rolls, as you can see around us, go through many processes before they become this finished version. They go through, of course, the melt shop, then forge, and then heat treatment. And our department has to do all simulations to make sure we can get the right size and heat treatment properties to make sure that when we actually do it in live, it will be accurate and right first time. I would say that it is difficult doing a degree apprenticeship because you've got to balance your work, and that's really hard at this kind of level because you have so much demand. But that is something that I expected and it went out well. I'm so happy that I've got this apprenticeship because I love this company and what it does. They've been really supportive about it and they really want me to excel.
It's no surprise that Sheffield Forgemasters has such a strong apprenticeship culture because its chief operating officer started his career at the company as an apprentice almost 30 years ago.
The reason why we are 210 years in is because of the skills that are in this business that are not in other global businesses, so that inherent know-how which has to be passed on. The only way you can learn that is by buddying, is by bringing somebody in, you put them with a team of people or with certain individuals, and then they learn them skills, and them years of skills are passed to them in 3 or 4 years' time. And that's why we use that apprenticeship scheme, and why it's been so successful, because you find that the learning through doing and the conditioning of learning through doing is far more easier to that knowledge on than it is to learn it sometimes sat behind a desk.
This essential knowledge and skills transfer means that apprentices taken on by Sheffield Forgemasters are all treated as permanent employees.
Every apprentice that we put through the 3 or 4 year plans that they're on, have got a role to move into. We don't train a number of apprentices and then at the end of their 4 years, there might be 10 jobs for 20 apprentices that's graduated. We work in a way that there's 20 jobs for the 20 that graduate.
Apprenticeships are a key part of the company's recruitment and its future workforce planning.
When we set apprentices on, one of the first things we do, we have a parents' evening. So they come down and we take them for a good look around the plant. So when they're sat at home saying, we've just done this or I've just done that, actually then the parent or carers can actually think, right, oh, I saw that, I understand that. I'm a little bit more relaxed about that and how it goes. Parents now actually seek out good apprenticeship schemes. If you're a business that is branded well and looks after its young engineers, then you'll find that. And I think that's why we find we have so many coming in.
Gareth is delighted that Sheffield Forgemasters is a top 100 apprenticeship employer.
To be recognised in the top 100 is something that we should be extremely proud of. It's a testament to the workforce that we've got. It's a testament to the young apprentices that we've had. It's a testament to the region. The amount of apprentices that have been brought in while I've been part of this management team and leadership team is something that I'm very proud of and hope we continue.